In this problem, we need to determine the value of the given trigonometric expression. Let us begin. First, we will try to find out the value of each individual trig ratios. We start with cosine of 510 degrees. Now, we can also rewrite 510 degrees as cosine of, let's say if we take 6 times 90 degrees, so that gives us 540 degrees, but we have exceeded 510 degrees by 30 degrees, so we need to subtract 30 degrees from it. Now, we have cosine, an even multiple of 90 degree minus 30 degrees. So whenever we have an even multiple of 90 degree, then cosine remains as cosine function, then the angle will be 30 degree. Now, we'll also have to take care of the sine based on which quadrant 510 lies. So let's go to a quadrant system. So we have to go to the sixth quadrant. 6 times 90 means we have to be in the sixth quadrant. We will start with quadrant 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So actually sixth quadrant is the sixth quadrant number 2. Now we are also subtracting 30 degrees from it. 30 is a very small angle, lesser than 90 degrees. So we are still going to stay in the second quadrant. Now in the second quadrant, only the sine and the cosecant are positive. Everything else is negative. So we should get negative cosine 30 degree, and cosine 30 corresponds to square root of 3 over 2, so our value will be negative square root of 3 over 2. Now coming to the next angle, we have cosine of 330 degrees. This can be also expressed as cosine of 4 times 90 degrees, so that's 360 degrees, but we have exceeded 330 degrees by 30 degrees, 360, so we're going to subtract 30 degrees from it. Now, here also we have cosine an even multiple of 90 minus 30. So even multiple means cosine will remain as cosine. So we have cosine 30 degrees. Now we will check in which quadrant 330 degrees lies. So we have 4 times 90. That means we are in the fourth quadrant. 30 degree being an angle less than 90 degree, which we are subtracting. So we are still going to be in the fourth quadrant where cosine is positive. So our value is going to be positive cosine 30 degree. So that gives us positive square root of 3 over 2. Now coming to our third angle, which is sine 390 degrees. This can be also expressed as sine 4 times 90 degrees. So we have 360 degrees, but we are short of 30 degrees to reach 90 degrees. So we're going to add 30 degrees to it. Here also we have an even multiple of 90 degrees. So sine will be sine then 30 degrees. And we are in the fourth quadrant, but this time we're adding 30 degrees to it, which is going to take us to the first quadrant. Luckily, in the first quadrant, all trig functions are positive. So we're going to get a value positive to sine 30, which corresponds to the value half. And coming to 120 degrees, so we have cosine of 120 degrees. So that will be equals to cosine of, let's take 2 times 90 degrees, so that's 180 degrees minus 60 degrees. 2 times 90 minus 60 corresponds to 120 degrees. So we have an even multiple of 90 degrees. So we will still have cosine function. We have cosine of 60 degree. We are lying in the second quadrant. So we in the second quadrant and subtracting 60 degree from it, we're still going to be in the second quadrant only because 60 degree is less than 90 degree. But in the second quadrant, our sine function is positive. So cosine value will be negative. So this is going to give us negative half. So we have all the values. Now we can find out a given expression. Let's substitute the value. So we have negative square root of 3 over 2 multiplied to positive square root of 3 over 2 plus sine 390 degrees, that's positive half, multiplied to cosine 120, that's negative half. This is going to give us a value negative 3 over 4 minus 1 over 4. And when we add the two fractions, we get a value negative 1. Therefore, the value of the given trigonometric expression is going to be negative 1.